Morning, day 300 of my What's She Up To Now. Amazing. I can't believe we're at day 300 already. Been a wild ride, been an entertaining year, been a lot of fun, and I'm moving into some new areas, questioning and reviewing what's worked, what hasn't worked, where do I want to go next, what is, well, I already decided the next thing, so it's the Women's Summit. So I'm thinking about the Women's Summit today and working on what are the questions that I want to use? What's the format that I want to use for interviewing these amazing women so that we can get the most out of it for the women who are listening, for the women who are trying to build their own businesses, either grow them or start them or really get some traction in moving forward in their businesses. And one of the things I thought of that popped into my mind today was, how do you get the first 5,000, because it's all about customers, how do you get the first 5,000 people to see your stuff for free? Whether it's a page on Facebook or other social media, whether it's a group that you form, how do you get 5,000 people into your group? How do you get 5,000 customers just seeing your products or services, your business, your funnels, your website, whatever it is that you want people to see and get eyeballs on? How can you do that for free? I'm thinking that might be the question, and that might be the challenge. How do you get your first, and people might think, okay, maybe 5,000 isn't the right number. Maybe it's the first 100 or the first 500, whatever number. Maybe I'll ask that as a survey question today to a couple women's groups. What is the right number for that to be that isn't so scary that it's unbelievable? Now, if you're in the online business world, to get 5,000 people or 5,000 eyeballs on an offer or a page or something that you're doing isn't really that difficult. Now, the for free part is where the challenge comes in. And that's what I want to challenge, I think, many of the speakers to say is, how do I get people coming to us for free? Because a lot of people are bootstrapping. They're starting out. And we always all want to be building and bringing to us customers from we want to be attracting in the natural way. We don't want to be always having to pay for traffic. Although paying for traffic or paying for eyeballs, just like advertisers do in any industry in the world, is the fastest way to get attention, right? Spending money is the fastest way to get attention. But we don't always want to do that. We don't always want to use our resources or other people's resources, especially in ways that we don't know they'll pay off. So if we can find free or inexpensive ways of attracting people to us, pretty valuable, right? So I'm just thinking about and working through the ideas for the Women's Summit and the format for the questioning, because I need to start doing those interviews. It's already getting late in the year, and if we're launching in January, I don't want to waste any time. I want to have it all structured and all laid out perfectly, or as perfectly as possible. Let's be honest, it ain't going to be perfect. There's no way it's going to be perfect, but it's going to be awesome. And it's okay to not be perfect as long as it's awesome and it delivers on the promises that we're making. And that's to make women business owners' lives way easier and a lot more fun. Because I think a lot of us have struggled over the decades or years or months or weeks or however long we've been in business in areas that other people maybe can't necessarily relate to. I'm talking about men here. Sorry, guys. So what am I working on today? I'm working on that because that's at the top of my mind. Working on a couple of other interviews. I've got some interviews to make up with people that our schedules have conflicted. And I'm working on another cool secret project that I'm not even going to talk about yet, but I'm really excited about, and it's going to be fun and enlightening. And I think I might be the one that learns the absolute most from this project. Isn't it interesting that whenever we're doing something or whatever we're doing, if we look back at it, oftentimes we're the one that learns the most and gets the most out of it. I love that with my coaching students. It's so fun to see the light bulb go off in their eyes. But what they don't realize is that's the best part for me. When I see somebody get something or realize something or have an epiphany and they're like, oh my gosh, I never thought of it that way before. And boom, they get the answer, and they get the answer themselves by answering the question. That is so rewarding, those light bulb moments. I live for those light bulb moments. So working on that today. I don't see what else have I got for questions here. Oh, and I'm working on, I'm going back like I do oftentimes, and like I have my coaching students do oftentimes. I'm going back to the drawing board on certain things. I noticed that my copy is difficult and challenging because I'm not focusing on my ideal client avatar. So I am going to ferret her out a little bit more today and actually spend maybe an hour thinking about her in particular. What are her unique challenges? What is her unique special circumstance? How does she look at what it is that I'm doing versus how do I look at what it is that I'm doing? Because I know what my problems were in the past, what I struggled with growing my businesses, but I don't necessarily know what Chris is struggling with. And so I want to ask myself, what is Chris struggling with right now? Where is she in her journey of growing and building her business? And that is where I need to meet her so I can help her to create the business of her dreams. Not the business of my dreams, the business of her dreams. I already got the one of mine going on. I'm sitting here in my pajamas, right? So that's it. That's what I'm working on day 300. I wish you a fantastic day, and I will, of course, touch base with you tomorrow. Bye.